Now to Louisville, Kentucky, where Australian-born Vadim is a police officer in the front line of these riots. Vadim, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
What have you witnessed in the front line so far at its worst?
Well, actually, I'm not right in the front line. I'd say that the front line would be in some of the major states and cities, Atlanta, Georgia, and Minneapolis, California, and Los Angeles. We have a smaller fraction of it going on here in Louisville. Still, it's powerful. The message is powerful here in Louisville, as you can see there on the screen. These are really sad times for everyone in this country. This is a country that's divided, and it's heartbreaking for everyone who really cares about this country, that cares about races of all types. And we really need to go back to the drawing board and somehow create a foundation of love and compassion that really looks at the historical trauma that America have had for centuries with the African American community and try and start healing that. We're a people. We're not a species or race or color or gender. Excuse me, Chris. We're all a people, and we need to come together and let calmer heads prevail.
In your time where you are, you would have had occasion to have a black man on the ground suspected of maybe a petty crime or whatever, with your knee on his neck, because that's part of the detaining process that you go through physically. But there's a big difference between keeping someone under control and detained and hurting them permanently, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. Look, there are times when you are in a struggle with someone, whether it be black, white, yellow, brown, and police are trained to best detain that person with minimal amount of force. Mm-hmm. Okay, the police around the country are trained to use minimal amount of force in order to detain someone. Yeah, there are times when you end up in just awkward positions. Someone's struggling, someone's fighting. But for a prolonged period of time, 8-9 minutes on someone's neck is just absolutely uncalled for. And that really is the problem here, that, maybe George Floyd put himself in a position that the officers were there on the ground, on his body, or however it played out. But for 9 minutes, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Have you thought or had a second thought about your position where you are and going to work the way you do at the moment? Because it's a bugger of a way to make money at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, for sure, mate. I'm in typical Aussie fashion, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm happy-go-lucky. That's how I police. I never got into this career to ruin people's days. I actually got into this career to inspire people and have interactions with people because I love people.
And Vadim, you don't want to be on the receiving end of injury either. You've got a family there, you've got your kids there, you've got your wife there. You don't want to get into strife. But right now, each time you go to work, you're putting your life in danger, aren't you?
I mean, every day that police go to work, we accept the fact that it may be our last day. And I think that this broad brushstroke where police are all just racists and don't care about people is just a logical fallacy. It's really unfair by nature. But, it's a double-edged sword. I understand exactly what the African-American community is saying, that they're stereotyped. So we really all just need to come down and go, look, we are facing similar issues. Yeah, there is a long history with racism, oppression, slavery with the African-American community over here. Let's just come to the drawing board, because 99% of police love people and they love the job and they love African-Americans. They love white people. They love Asians. We love all people. It's a small minority of police that are creating these headaches. And I've always said, no one hates a bad cop more than a good cop.
You look after yourself. Hopefully it calms down from here after today's address to the nation. All the very best, and no doubt you'll be looking forward to coming home one day soon, won't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, mate. I miss Australia, so maybe it's on the cards, but appreciate you having me on.
Vadim, thank you very much for your time. There you go.
Chris.
Imagine going to work every day as he is doing at the moment.